Hello, hello, are we live? Minecraft bread. Hydration. Shockness. You know, I normally set my light goals for about 15, maybe 20. The stream hasn't even started yet. How? Let me finish my bread. Guys, welcome back to Debate Direct. Today, I'm doing some Five Nights at Freddy's themed tier lists where I rate the animatronics. You can all see in the description it says, you know, it's fun, right? We talk FNAF often, but I don't want to review the entire game, so that'll take ages. So I'm going to do some tier lists. From judging the innovation and entertainment value of the Fazbear Funtime Service skins to comparing character design and game design with dozens of animatronic foes. And I'm not doing it alone. I've got some friends with me. The tier list in the description and everything, but I'll get to that. Ethan is here again. You all know True Player. If you don't by now, his link's in the description. We also got some friends of Ravenade and Diamond Chef. I'm just going to let them introduce themselves. Lads, you're live. Let's go in alphabetical order. So, Diamond Chef, what the hell is going on here? Hello.
Listen, man. I have no idea. I cannot explain. I just shared the video and it just took off, apparently. No way.
Can everyone hear these guys okay? Is the audio balance good? Please ask, because I feel like the music's loud and Discord's quiet. Do tell me. And yeah, for those of you who haven't been here before, this is Diamond Chef. This guy, he's American, and he's developing FNAF Builder, which is going to be the best FNAF game-making engine yet. Although, FNAF engine's looking pretty pog right now. And because this guy shared my stream, so I've got like 20 likes before I've even started. So, DC, could you do me a favour and share every single one of my streams from now
on? Maybe not.
No, don't.
But
Share the ones that you're in, that's relevant. I'm not going to be unfair.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
But dude, that's an honour. We should collab more often. It gives me stats. It makes me feel wealthy. Alright, that's the only reason. I have no regard for human emotion or the fact you're a real person. I am kidding. Don't laugh awkwardly. I'm joking, guys. I'm being... Let's move on. So,
Nice help he has me in his attic.
I've got like strapped up my basement. Yeah, it's trapped. This is his game job page. Link to the description. Go give him a follow. Go give Fnaf Builder a follow. He's doing some great work. And please give him his potato chips back, or get him some new ones so you can eating them. No, that'd be gross. Next up is Raven. Hello, Raven. Feel free to speak up. Don't be shy. I'm leaving you out. So, who the fuck are you?
No worries. I do gaming stuff on YouTube sometimes. That's about it.
She's an epic gamer, guys. Real talk. Ravenhead is one of my new favorite small YouTubers. 16 subscribers. Can we like multiply that number by 100, please? I watched her Cuphead series. Very impressive. Really good editing, commentary, Minecraft stuff too. I'm yet to watch your Crash Bandicoot stuff. But yeah, she does some brilliant Let's Play videos, guys. You should definitely go check her out. Everyone go subscribe to Ravenade right now. Subscribe, okay? And yeah, these two are joining me. But of course, we do have a third member. If you don't know, that's True Player. He's basically a pro gamer. He does no commentary videos on YouTube. And he'll be joining us around 6. Because he like, this is gonna be like over an hour long, and he's busy with other things. If you guys have to go by then, don't worry about it. You don't have to stay the whole thing. But yeah, he makes content, guys. So yeah, go check out all my friends. They do some really good stuff. Yeah. Words. I'm just gonna finish my bread. I'm gonna look at some tier lists. So in the description, guys, you can see some tier lists. Check out the links in the description of the stream, and you'll see there are 2 tier lists. Okay. The first one we're doing is the Fnaf AR skins / original characters tier list maker. Now, I know Fnaf tier lists are a bit of a thing. I did not expect this to blow up as much as it did. Even though we've got all this likes and there's only like 7 people turning up. So, oddly enough, it looks like I'm going to get loads of likes from people who haven't even watched, which is bizarre. But either way, I hope you do enjoy. Like if you're enjoying, because I'm raising the like goal, guys. I have to. We've started off on 20, which means I have to raise it. Do you guys know what the like goal should be? There you go.
No idea. I don't.
Just keep an eye on the stream. Just have the stream on but muted.
Yeah, I've got it on already. Saw the 21 likes.
The latency is
Also,
like 30 seconds, but
yeah, I also saw someone in chat with the Unis Honest logo as a profile picture, so mad respect to them.
respect.
That's
That's Livy Pageant Kent, but
Yeah.
she's on a second account because the primary one isn't working, and she's supposed to be one of my mods, but I can't op her account for some reason. But yes, hello.
That's sad.
Also, hello Cat22. Thank you for everybody for joining. And also, today's question of the day. Which FNAF game was best for character design? The person who gives me the best answer to this will win a shout-out linked in the description. And as for the like goal, well, because we've got so many, I'm going to do another episode of this as soon as I can. But if we somehow hit 35, if we do something crazy like that, I'll do another stream tomorrow of this. Because I don't know what else I could do. But that's bonkers, guys. So thank you. But anyways, I'm going to skip the songs. It's slow and sad, and I want something a bit more upbeat. So, I was going to say, I can't hear the... Whatever. Come on, no, give me a better song. Yeah, alright, that'll do. Okay, so I hope the audio balance is good, guys. I'm going to turn my thing up. So let's get on with this. So today I'm reviewing FNAF characters and tier lists. I'm going to start off with a simple tier list of the FNAF AR characters, and then move on to something a whole lot bigger. So the FNAF AR tier list. My criteria for judging here is innovation and entertainment value. All right, guys. And if you want to make your own tier list and compare and contrast with mine right now, you can do that. Okay. So innovation and entertainment value. Now, FNAF AR is kind of notorious for just not really feeling like a FNAF game. A lot of people don't like the skins because they're like, you know, stupid and cheap, and like in-app purchases, and it's capitalism gone mad. I somewhat agree, but I think there is actually a lot of originality and a lot of really good design here. Even the worst skins here are well made in terms of, you know, technicalities of, you know, like lighting and modeling and like ideas, but you know, some of them are just they don't make sense. All right, just ignore the fact that they don't make sense and they're weird, and we're all good, guys. You can talk. I'm used to being talked over. Please, it feels like I'm alone right now. You don't have to mute yourselves.
Oh, don't worry.
Hello.
I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, Diamond,
No,
you're a little
I'm-
quiet, so if you can up your mic, that'd be great. But if guys, tell me if the
Alright,
audio's
gotcha.
bad, because I want to make sure everyone can be heard. I'm going to turn
Hopefully it's
Spotify
not.
down
We'll
just
see.
to be sure. Okay, so I'm creating my FNAF VR tier list. Now, this is just a warm-up for the main one, so let's try and get through this kind of quickly. So,
Oh yeah.
I think let's start with the obvious ones. Freddy Frostbear, the one and only, the original. I actually want to give this guy... I want to give him
I
an
put him
S
in
rank.
tier
I think on,
because
like...
he's
Yeah, go on.
Freddy Fazbear's best boy. What can I say?
Best boy.
Best tier. He deserves it.
Are you simping for Freddy Frostbear, or are you standing for Freddy Frostbear, huh?
Huh? I mean, I don't even play FNAF AR. It's just work on my phone.
Who here actually plays FNAF AR? Because I used to, but I basically stopped because I'm bored to tears of the
Well,
game.
the problem is, I don't feel like it's any fun. Honestly, just that's my opinion.
I'm not here to review FNAF
Just
AR,
the
guys,
idea.
but
Yeah, the idea of just walking around your home on your phone, that's, you know, the app kills your battery anyways.
I think the main problem is that it isn't really an AR game. Like, it doesn't actually use AR. It pastes characters onto your screen. The only thing in the game, which came out after months of the original release and an update, which actually is kind of AR, is the fact that Shadow Bonnie can kind of go behind things, but he doesn't even disappear, he just goes all kind of translucent. It's not that good. Illumix has done some good stuff, but they are not the pinnacle of game design, but no. But, like, here's my logic, right? I know Freddy Frostbear's overrated, and he's got, like, no competition, so it's very easy to put him in the S slot. But, honestly, I think the concept of him was actually pretty good. Freddy, but, like, Christmas-themed, and, you know, Frostbear, clever pun, would actually make sense as, like, a party event skin at, like, a FNAF location. And again, this is what FNAF has been missing for years. The actual feel of just, you know, this is a children's restaurant where things went wrong. Yeah, and, you know, it's been really outlandish in years, which isn't a bad thing. It needs to go somewhere, but, you know, the original is where it's at. This is all just my opinion, guys, so please don't take this away as fact, and it's just my opinion. You are allowed to disagree as vocally as you like. Just be civil. But yeah, I think Frostbear is actually like a really good kind of like event skin, even if he's a bit unrealistic. What about Black Ice Frostbear? Would we rate him the same? Better? Worse?
He's just Frostbear again. Like, yeah, Frostbear once, fine, but like Frostbear again, oh great, you know.
I think the
another
fact
Freddy Frostbear
that
skin.
there's a skin
Like,
of a skin is embarrassing, quite frankly.
yeah.
But
I
it
put him
is
in
pretty
PC,
good
he looks
looking.
Cool.
Like, the Black Ice Frostbear to me is more like Fnaf World kind of character, like, or maybe like an animatronic that was like buried or frozen in ice for a long period of time. Which both of those ideas, even if they wouldn't work strictly in the kind of, you know, the background of the original games, you know, I think those are really cool concepts. I'd love to see a fan game about, like, you know, I don't know, maybe like Fazbear Entertainment like try to get rid of its animatronics and like dump them somewhere they would get buried in snow, and then Frostbear's born or something. It doesn't have to be
He
something
looks
serious.
Nice.
All right, Raven, you're on thin ice, buddy. You're on thin ice. Cut it out, or I'm gonna freeze all communications. All right, you little rascal.
Sorry, pal.
Oh my god. Sorry, what was that, Jeff? DC man?
I mean, they're S rank because they're original characters. Especially Black Eyed Peas. But just look at his design. I feel like it's a one up from there.
So you're cutting in and out a bit, but what about, is this Black Ice Frostbear or the original Frostbear?
Black Eyes.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just looking. I don't know, something about ice being clearer.
Yeah,
more darker.
I think the
it.
actual quality of the model is better because you got all these sharp edges, actual icicles, the more transparency. Black ice is a thing, which is supposed to be like more transparent ice, which is what he's done. The eye texture's cool. But yeah, even if they're like a little bit outlandish, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. And I think just for the quality of the design, the ideas with like the, you know, Christmas textured hat and bow tie and stuff, yeah. You know what? I'm actually not going to put them in S rank. I'm going to put them both in A, because I think I concur with the Spanish dude in chat who I'm afraid I'm only English speaking, so I can't read everything you're saying. But thank you for joining. No, sorry, Darkling was the one who said it. I think honestly, it's not that good. I'm kind of, because do I put him in S rank compared to you know, other characters, or am I like, we don't have any kind of like point of reference here. You know what, no, I'm going to keep them in S rank because they're the best out of the ones in the game. I've got to have a point of reference, guys. Also, just realised it goes S, A, B, C, F. That's kind of dumb.
That's my favorite way of putting the alphabet together.
That's...
Remix.
Right, I'm gonna change F to D. Because that doesn't make sense. Oh, wait, I can add rows.
Yeah, add a row.
Right, we're gonna change this up, guys. It's gonna go S, A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, we're gonna go D, E, E, and F. I'm gonna change the colors. So D's gonna be like the green color. E is gonna be blue. And F is gonna be black. Yeah. Oh, this makes so much sense. All right. Moving swiftly on. We've got to pick up the pace, guys. We're already like 15 minutes in. So let's go bunch at a time. Let's do the arcade event skins, because those were brought up in chat. AI like Era Toy Bonnie. Now, I forget these guys' names. The names are that bad and that ridiculous. I forget what they're called. But I'm just going to put them all in C, just so I can like visualize everything. So all of the arcade event stuff. You've got like the VR Toy Freddy, the System Era Chica, High Score Toy Bonnie, whatever they're called. And then you had 8-Bit Baby as well. Now, I thought 8-Bit Baby was genius. It's a callback to Sister Location, one of the most famous scenes in the lore and the gameplay. It was the only minigame in Sister Location. And the fact that all of the audio also changes to like 8-bit sound effects and the animations are like 2D. And that it's got its own CPU like Frostbear. I think that's an immediate S rank for me. I think actually Frostbear's okay, but I think 8-Bit Baby, because it's actually like a reference to an older game and it has like relevance, that's an instant S rank. I think nothing else in this, none of these other skins even come close. I think Frostbear's A. I think 8-Bit Baby's an S.
I feel like they should have added more 8-bit skins. Like, I would love like a throwback to like
right, the FNAF
guy.
3 or FNAF 2 minigames.
Like the old purple guys. And stuff.
Yes.
Like, I think they'd be so good.
That would have been so cool.
Just 8-bit Baby and a bunch of ice skins. Why not?
They really haven't experimented with enough of the game mechanics in this game. They keep trying to add things like the music box, but it's like, why not invert things so you have to keep your flashlight on when you're looking at a character, or like, you know, not use the flashlight at all. And so, like, they you know, a lot of experimentation with the existing stuff they haven't done already. But moving on. I think VR Toy Freddy's pretty clever, because that's kind of like a nod to FNAF VR. You know, How Wanted, Curse of Dreadbear, and also Toy Freddy was a gamer. We saw him in UCM with the video game mechanics. So again, I think that's an S rank. The neon, like, 80s look also, it's very much embedded in the themes and the ideas of FNAF. And it's got loads of, possibly not even intentional, but references to the VR game, to Ultimate Custom Night. It's just brilliant. I just think VR Toy Freddy's brilliant. I think the Bonnie and Chica arcade stuff isn't quite as good. They're not particularly, like, referencing anything. They don't really have any meaning. They look okay. The way Toy Chica changes is a bit weird, but I think I'm going to keep them both in a C. I don't really have much to say about them. The effects are kind of cool. I actually quite like the arcade event, even though it was really contrived, but these two were kind of filler. Didn't really, like, they're okay. Don't really have much to say about them. That's going to be the case for a lot of these, by the way, so brace yourselves. Gonna keep pacing through this. I'm gonna put the Chocolate and Easter Bonnie. So, Chocolate Bonnie, I thought was genius. He's getting an A rank. I thought having an animatronic made of chocolate, it doesn't make sense, but I don't care. It's clever. I like the color scheme and stuff. And I was like, they should have called him the Easter Bonnie, though. That would have been clever. And then they
just did Bonnie.
Then they added Easter Bonnie, and it's like, why do these two when you could have one? Like, I don't even know what Easter Bonnie's supposed to be. He's got the tag, which is kind of cool, but then it's like just like a white kind of texture. And he gets an F from me. He gets an F rank because I think he's absolute trash and has no reason to exist. I think they should have just put the tag on Chocolate Bonnie and just made it one good skin instead of two mediocre skins. I think if Chocolate Bonnie a bit more thought out, it could have got an S rank for me. But Easter Bonnie has no right to exist. It's just another cheap, like, pointless reskin to keep people entertained while, you know, they don't work on actual characters. And I mean, you know, there's no problem with taking time on things and waiting between updates. It was not necessary for them to rush that out. for Easter.
I feel like
Yeah.
if they wanted to do another Easter Bonnie, they should have made it like Toy Bonnie instead of just Bonnie
Right?
again.
That would have
made
been-
a lick more sense, but
Right, I
It
it
don't,
would have been like
yeah.
a great skin, but like it wouldn't, you know.
because then
hurt
you'd
as
actually
much
have like
as
some
another
more
Bonnie,
originality. Yeah,
You know.
like another FNAF
Yeah.
one Bonnie. Like it could have just been like like yeah, Toy Bonnie as well. That would have been very intelligent. I don't think Toy Bonnie existed at the time, but that could be something they do next year. Yeah. All right. So speaking of Toy Bonnie, I'm jumping around the chronology a bit here, guys. I will admit, these last 6 skins I haven't actually played against that much. I've played against the Ice Ballora and Ice Plush Trap, but I've pretty much ignored the ones like the Swamp Thing. Like, I stopped playing after the Sizzling Summer update and Liberty Chica and Firework Freddy and all that kind of stuff. Like, I just stopped playing the game because I was getting sick of it. And this isn't up to date because it's missing the newest Aztec ones, but quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. They could probably both go in the F rank. I don't know. I don't care. Some people are probably going to accuse Illumix of cultural appropriation as well because of that. I'm not going to comment.
Yeah,
But speaking of cultural appropriation, the Mexican Toy Chica, it's to do with the Day of the Dead
Which one's that
celebration, I
one?
think. Just look on my stream. It's like,
that one, the flower one, I
it
think,
was... I think I'm going to give it an E. I will admit, the idea of having a character themed around Day of the Dead and like the Mexican celebration is pretty cool. But it should have been El Chip. Where was El? Come on, you could have added El Chip. That would have been really clever.
Like that could have been done way better.
Right, and also like it's not really connected in any other way to FNAF or like real life pizzeria chains like Chuck E. Cheese as we know it. Also, the skin was really oversaturated. There were way too many different colors, different details, different textures. It was a bit of an eyesore, and it's yet more forced into guys. Chica's relevant, female characters and female representation in FNAF, and it's just like it just falls kind of flat because it's just so utterly meaningless. What am I hearing? Someone?
How in the world
it's my
is...
brother's playing a game in the background. That's why I keep muting myself.
Bro,
Sorry.
okay. If you can mute yourself to avoid that, that'd be great. Thank you. You don't have to, but anything you can do, I really appreciate it, Raven. You're a legend. You were saying, DC.
The thing is, problem is, all these weird characters being added. I'm still questioning how was FNAF AR canon.
It isn't. We're not talking about Canosity. I did 2 streams on that,
Well,
and at this point,
did true.
I don't know why people still think that all the post-UCN games are part of the same timeline. They're not. It was made explicit in the Help Wanted intro, and Scott clarified it on Reddit. But also, I don't know what's happening with the newer games. I like that it's being experimented with, but I think Scott's trying too hard to make everything canon and have everything have meaning and story, and it's just like, nobody can draw the line between what is and isn't canon anymore, and what means something and what is just like a reference. And yeah, I'm not here to talk about that. I have done multiple streams on that. It's just painful. I mean, this game it just doesn't make sense. And quite frankly, it's not interesting enough to warrant really being explained. And the same was the case with the novel trilogy. If it's serving as a subsidy to the original stuff to give that more nuance, that's fine. But it doesn't even do that. It doesn't achieve what Help Wanted or Security Breach is likely going to do. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about Canosity because I don't know and I don't care. Even if it mattered, I don't care. Not meaning to be harsh, guys. It's just my opinion. It's just a video game. It's allowed to exist. I'm not angry, I think, but it is bad, in my opinion. Hello, Spencer Smith. I have no idea what you're on about, but we're looking at FNAF AR skins before looking at a wider number of characters. It was all in the thumbnail, alright? So let's keep this moving, because we've been going for about half an hour already, and I should be finishing this soon. So, for FNAF AR characters, I can't really group these more easily. Let's do the swamp stuff, which I didn't do. F. All of these characters are irrelevant. All of the designs are completely meaningless. I guess they're kind of cool and terrifying, and the swamp texture is really original and creative. So maybe I can give them an E, maybe a D for the Swamp Bonnie, because it actually genuinely looks horrifying, but nothing to say, guys. They're just bad. And let's finish off with the rest of the ice characters. Guys, I know, Ballora got a skin. Everybody simp. I'm pulling an 8-incher right now. No. Go away. Bad. But I will say, her skin is beautiful, alright? Genuinely. I think the fact she's got all these, like, ice shards coming out of her neck and, like, as like, this big kind of, like, fur coat looking kind of thing. The colour scheme, the particles, it's genuinely really well crafted. And it kind of fits in, for Ballora, because when you play against Ice Ballora, it actually plays, like, the Nutcracker song. Which is about like I can't remember, but there's like a princess involved and ice or something. I can't remember the details, but it's kind of relevant. I'm giving her a B. I genuinely like this skin. Not like that, please. Stop.
And the skin is very unique.
It's
Sharp,
really well done.
Spikes.
Yeah, it suits her. Like it actually suits her. And the details and everything is brilliant. It's up there with Fazbear, but I'm giving it a B because it's not really connected to anything previously FNAF or anything like that. As for the other ones, Balloon Boy is kind of forced. He looks kind of like a snowman, which is kind of clever because he's like kind of short and stout, and he does look creepy. So I'm going to give him a C, but I can't really go further than that. Ice, like the frosted plush trap, whatever he's called, like, it looks cool, but it ends there. So I'm giving him a D. He's with Swamp Bonnie. Nothing really to say. Doesn't really connect like the other two did. He's just like a frosted version of Plush Trap, which is what the skins shouldn't be. In my opinion. Again, didn't find them very entertaining. It's not just innovation purely here, guys, but entertainment as well. It's probably worth mentioning Fazbear and 8-Bit Baby are pushed up because obviously they have original CPUs as well, so they function differently. Simp, we have a simp. Simp alert, guys. Guys, who gets more simps, Circus Baby or Ballora? Because Circus Baby's next on our list. And she's burning hot, literally, not in any other way. Don't insinuate anything out of that. I've just seen so many people simping for these two. I know, like, Foxy and Toy Chica as well, but these two particularly because they're humanoid. And yeah, anyway. Hello, Spencer Smith. Thank you for your chat messages. I think it is going to be free roam in Security Breach. We literally saw us moving around in free roam away from Roxanne Wolf. I don't think that was a cutscene. We saw loads of free roam moments which were not scripted. They could be scripted, cinematic, but they didn't look it. I'm certain it's going to be free roam. Now, there's only one Circus Baby skin on here other than 8-Bit, which is odd, because I remember there being another one, but it might have been omitted or something by accident. But, Boiler Baby, there's a boiler in her stomach instead of the claw, which is kind of clever, plays with that, and it's to do with the Sizzling Summer event, which was like the arcade one, completely contrived. Not much to say about it. Honestly, I think I'm going to give her an E, just because there's nothing remarkable about it. I mean, I'll give her a D, or an E. Guys, should I give her the D? Should I give Baby? I'm not giving Baby the D, guys. She's getting an E. Alright, she's getting an E. Because the fact that the boy's in the stomach is like the only thing I can say. Sorry, go on.
Like, she's supposed to dispense ice cream, and yet they're just like, oh yeah, just whack a boiling thing in her stomach, ruin the ice cream. Like,
right? It just doesn't make sense.
The point.
And the skin itself doesn't do much to actually change Baby's look either. She just looks kind of like burned. It's not even as good as like the Ignited animatronics. In fact, I'm tempted to give her an F, honestly. But yeah, no, it's an F. It tramples in the original.
I feel like that skin, it would be way better if it would kept, it's summer, kept the idea. If it was instead of Baby having to be all like boiler, all dirty and all that, I feel like it would have been better. Like, what if Baby had a grill in her stomach? You pop some sausages, hamburgers inside.
Just trying to grill. No, here's an even better idea, guys. First of all, that whole summer event was completely contrived. But if we had to do it, why not be smart about it and make her a refrigerator for ice cream? Because in the summer, you want to keep things cool so you can eat them. Not everything has to be on fire, guys. If she was a refrigerator, that'd probably get a D from me. And if they did her right, because you want to use those, I mean, all year round, really. Or better yet, just abandon this whole thing. She doesn't have to be on the list. Ballora gets more simps. It's very, very sad. I mean, I've got nothing against simping, unless it's like, I think it is toxic by nature, actually, so I do have a lot against simping. There are exceptions where I'm like, it doesn't matter, it's just a fictional character, so it's less harmful, but it is pretty cringe. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, Spencer, but she's getting an F from me. You can argue that, though. Please argue away for why she should get an A. Moving quickly on, let's do the summer event stuff. So, the first skin that I missed out because I was losing interest in the game, the Flamethrower Endo, and I really missed this because Flamethrower Endo is hilarious. The fact that we've come to a point where we unironically have the existence of an endoskeleton wielding a flamethrower in FNAF it's absurdly tragic. It is painfully hilarious. Like, having a Molten character would be cool, because there's a lot of stuff like that in FNAF, but this is just an endoskeleton wearing, like, a mask with flamethrower stuff. It's an S and an F at the same time.
Honestly, it's a B to me.
So, if you take it seriously, it's an F, and if you don't take it seriously, it's an S. That's my reasoning. Because it is just tragic, but it is also absurd. When I saw this, I cried with laughter. Do you have any other comments to make about it?
I got nothing to say. It's just, ooh, it's an endoskeleton with like yellow parts, I guess.
It's like,
wow.
I like how it actually
Creativity.
does look like heated metal. That's pretty good. Like, unironically,
I mean-
the quality is good, but the idea is just, what? It makes no sense.
I wouldn't want those things coming to my house.
Because,
Anytime soon.
let me think. I'm gonna put it in E, because if I take it seriously, what I just said, I think it's good for the quality, but everything else is just... What does this franchise come to, guys? When I saw this, like, I was beginning to think FNAF was actually dying. 2020 was a rough year for everyone, though, so I'm cutting it slack. Sorry, DC. Didn't mean to interrupt.
That's fine. I just said the whole idea of FNAF AR is you know, have animatronics come to your house, but why would I want anything coming to my house?
Don't think about it.
Especially if it has fire.
The Fazbear Funtime Service sure is a thing. Nobody knows. I don't care. I'm not going to question it. Also, Spencer, I have seen the new Aztec skins. Not in detail. The Springtrap one actually looks really good. I'd probably give it a B. But the Mangle one, probably just a D. I haven't seen them in that much detail. But yeah. Speaking of Springtrap and Mangle, we've got 3 Springtrap skins here. So let's get them through. First of all, the fiery Springtrap one. Like Fire Springtrap, guys. You remember that one?
That's a good reference. We like it.
Where do you
think?
think I should put it? Where do you think I should put it?
I mean, it's not like the worst skin, but it's not like the best skin either. So like, I guess like a B or a C.
DC, what about you? Flame Springtrap, whatever it's called. Flaming Springtrap, I think it is.
Honestly, I'm either giving it a D or an E.
I'm going to give it an
Not
S
high on
rank.
my list.
Because it probably wasn't even intentional, because the Lumix aren't that good. But unintentionally, this is perfect. It is a complete homage to the fire of Fazbear's Fright, the ending of FNAF 3. So it's got huge canonical importance. Also, it looks amazing. The fire effects are pretty believable. And Springtrap's model itself looks as good as ever. He's got red eyes, which is a bit of a cliche thing, but it works because of the color scheme. Everything about this is immaculate. I would actually, unironically, give it an S rank. I think Flaming Springtrap, even though it probably didn't intend it to be a FNAF 3 reference, shame on the Lumix, is S rank in my opinion. I think it's really good.
No, don't get me wrong. It looks amazing. It's just for some reason the concept behind it just being in current flames. I don't know, something about me just doesn't like it.
I guess if you take it seriously, it doesn't make sense, but none of these make sense, so I'm not taking it that seriously. If I had to explain it, illusion discs, because magic, perception changing things can explain everything in this fucking franchise. It's just like holographic, because holographics have become a thing in FNAF. We had them in the Fazbear Fright story Dance With Me, and we've had it in FNAF AR, so... And Security Breach, the Montgomery hologram in Peterplex. It's pretty weird, but that's my genuine opinion. And while we've got the Springtraps, Clown Springtrap's funny because Society Man, but it ends there. It looks pretty clever. I like how they made him like fatter with the coat and stuff and the paint. It was really weird. So I weirdly want to give this a C. I can't explain, but I think the fact that it's so easily memeable actually buffs it up significantly, kind of like Revenge of the Sith. I'm giving it a C. And the Toxic Springtrap is just Springtrap with who's all purple and mucusy. I like that he's purple, but I don't think that was intended as a reference, so I can't really give it a high ranking. It just looks kind of gross, and like the Toxic Wasteland thing was really contrived, so I'm giving it a D. Just because I like how Springtrap looks in FNAF AR, I'm probably giving him a bit lenience.
could be a throwback to the Twisted One stuff with all like the weird thing that went on with the
Oh,
animatronics
actually, you're
there,
right.
Like, I don't know.
You know what? It's purple. It's even if it's not intentional, it's kind of like a Twisted Ones reference. You know what? I'm actually giving that a B. You've convinced me. I think that's worth a B actually. It's better than Clown Springtrap because yeah, actually, it kind of makes sense. And you know, it looks cool. I like the textures and the colors. I will agree with Spencer though. This was the first skin I saw, and I thought, Jesus Christ, this game is trash. This is what convinced me that Fnaf AR was trash. The Neon Foxy thing, gross, disgusting. They were trying to go for like a radioactive ghost vibe, so it was like neon green, and it had like, he's got like a double hook for some reason, but it's just a cheap recolor, and it looks worse than fan made. A lot of these look like cheap fan made stuff. Not a lot of them. A few of them, but yeah, agreed. Instant F. And that only leaves a few more. So, anything to say before we move on to the next ones? Oops.
It deserves an F.
Nothing
just
really.
don't like
I think the Toxic Foxy's bad though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bleh.
cringe. Alright, speaking of Foxy, we've got Ringmaster Foxy here, who's like Foxy, but a Ringmaster.
I honestly think it's pretty
Yeah,
cool looking.
creativity.
E.
It's
I like how
really
he's got a
cool.
whip. That's very original. And it affects his animation slightly. It ends there. It's detailed. And congratulations on the detail, guys, but this skin is irrelevant. It means nothing, and it's weird. I don't like it. I'm giving it an E. Radioactive Foxy could have some better greens, I suppose, yeah. Call an ambulance! Yes, Spencer. Yeah. It kind of looks sickly. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and moving on from that, I'm just going to dump the last few ones now. So, the Magician Mangle, alliteration, nice. Someone once explained to this in detail about all the things they pointed out. It's like, oh yeah, they're holding cards, and they got like a wand, and the endoskeletons wearing bunny ears. All of that's very nice. But again, kind of... they could have connected this if it was like a sister location character, but Mangle's almost there, because it's like a Funtime Foxy. But it's not... it's kind of like a circus thing. It's kind of there. I think I'm going to give it a C. It's kind of like Clown Springtrap for me. It's a theme which would work for FNAF, and there's a lot of good details, but, I mean, it's just kind of like... it doesn't quite hit the mark like the other ones. I think I'm giving it a C. Maybe Virgie on a B. I'm not sure. But Magician Mangle was cool, but, eh. Fair enough, Spencer. Fair enough. And the last ones. We've got a couple Chicas and a couple Freddys. Scorched Chica is just Chica but scorched. F. Just Y. Contrived event.
Put her in the oven.
Details looks cool, but doesn't really... I mean, I guess she's the one who likes cooking, like, let's eat and stuff. So, I guess I could give her an E, but... really, I couldn't push it further than that. Just no reason. She's just a Chica that looks like magma, and I don't know why. Like, that's not, like, oven interior.
I think somebody should have, you know, learned the difference between an animatronic chicken and a real chicken.
Yeah.
Not the cooked animatronic.
Oh, she looks like... she doesn't even look like a cooked chicken. If she looked like a cooked chicken, that'd be too cursed, but it would actually get higher. I'm also gonna give Liberty Chica. Ooh, this is kind of tough. I'm in two minds about Liberty Chica. I'll come back to her. Firework Freddy, guys. Firework Freddy. It's Freddy, but he's American.
Yeah.
I am not one for American patriotism, but even if I was, it's like, I mean, if they'd gone for like an Uncle Sam look, they kind of have with like the hat and the shades up. But if they'd made him really look like Uncle Sam or something, that would have been very clever. That would have been awesome, actually, because I like this idea that Freddy Fazbear was like an American icon in some universes where it's like, oh yeah, he became really famous. That would actually be pretty clever. I guess I could give him a D. The fact he's carrying this huge firework is kind of weird. I don't know. I'm in two minds about this one as well. I'm gonna give him a D. Liberty Chica, having seen based on the Statue of Liberty, American patriotism, like American symbolism, I'm not one for jingoism or anything, but again, I think that's actually really clever. And I think the cupcake being on fire was a pretty clever touch. But like, you know, why Chica? She's female. I don't know. I guess I'll give them both a D. I'm kind of in two minds about these two. What do we think? Anything else to say? one day.
FNAF AR skin's bad.
FNAF AR skins cringe. That's valid, Spencer. I'm not sure about these two. Maybe I'll give it an E because I'm bouncing between F and D here. I don't know. They're just kind of there, I guess. But yeah, they're kind of odd. You gotta remember though, guys, Freddy Fazbear's is like, it's an American brand. It's always been grounded in the United States. I think I'm gonna give them both a D. They're not that bad. They are bad, but they're not that bad. We did get a bunch of characters Cloud Galactic. We got like the toy set and one or two of the fun times, but yeah, well, hopefully we'll get more characters one day. Yeah, I'm giving them a D, but you'll rate them lower. Alright guys, final skin, the first skin after Frostbear. If you count Frostbear as his own character, this is actually the first ever FNAF AR skin. Shamrock Freddy. Do we have any comments about any of the characters we're talking about right now? Any comments?
I forgot Shamrock Freddy existed.
Same. He's Freddy, but Irish. Someone once called him Shrek Freddy. He's like themed on like Irish luck and leprechauns and stuff, and he's like got like the clover and like gold, and it's an example of cultural appropriation, if I'm quite honest. I'm not saying it's racist, I think that'd be extreme, but it is appropriating Irish culture. But if you take in mind that it is supposed to be a stereotype and is not based on reality, still trash. Still trash. I think it's just green Freddy. It's just Freddy Fazbear, but green and Irish. I mean, Jacksepticeye probably liked that, or maybe hated it. I don't know. But I think it's really mediocre. I think I'd give it a D, same as the others. Maybe even
Although
an E.
it's way better than Neon Foxy.
It is. It's leagues above that. But everyone, if I could put, you know what, guys, Neon Foxy is in his own league. Okay. That should be enough. Guys, observe the stream. Why have these been swapped? Why are F and E swapped? Oh, for God's sake. Alright, Neon Foxy gets his own ranking, guys. Down in the pits of hell. That's where Neon Foxy ranks, boys. Okay, can I move this? Oh, I can just do that. Simple. Okay. Also, I should change the colours of that.
To be down there.
Yeah, Neon Foxy gets his own ranking, guys. Neon Foxy's down here. We just pretend he doesn't exist. But that's my rating of the FNAF AR skins. That is my tier list. I need to get up. I need to go AFK. So, guys, you're going to need to carry the commentary. Isn't that scary?
Oh, scary, I don't know.
We have 23 likes, dude. So, while we're here, we're about halfway through the stream, guys. If you are enjoying, please leave a like. It's very much appreciated. Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Or better yet, check out the links in the description below. There's a whole bunch of things down there, including, but not limited to, my social media pages, where you can get notifications from my hand an hour before every stream. All the music, of course. My Fiverr page, if you're interested in my services, I am actually making thumbnails and editing videos. If you want that, I can do that for you. And because I'm a nice guy, I like to give shout-outs to charities. Today's charity shout-out goes to WWF. I'll go into more detail at the end. But WWF is a charity that is protecting the environment and animals. They're fighting for ocean recovery. They've got a shop. There's lots of ways you can donate and help, you know, protect the environment, protect endangered animals, rainforests, all of that kind of thing. You can see a lot of what they do here. They work, you know, with businesses and climate and food. A whole load of things, really. They're about sustainability, the climate crisis. There's so much to read. I can't give it justice now. But I'm going to link this page in the description below. So if you refresh the stream, it'll be there. As well as the QOTD winner, who'll be announced at the end. The tier lists, if you want to try them for yourself, try them for yourself. Should I type that? And my collaborators, go check out Diamond Chef, go check out Raven, and go check out Ethan. DC's he's on Game Jolt. He's developing, you know, FNAF Builder, and Raven is, you know, on YouTube making amazing Let's Plays. And maybe we'll get that epic crossover where Raven Let's Plays building a game in FNAF Builder, guys. I don't know. You're not going to do that, are you? Is that on the table?
I'm not talented enough to use.
You haven't done any FNAF on your channel yet. You've got, if you do FNAF, you have to become a FNAF channel, so be careful.
I'm a massive FNAF fan. That's the problem. But like, I would dedicate my whole channel to FNAF. I love it, but like, it's not like my whole life.
Same. Even with Minecraft. Actually, no. Maybe with Minecraft. No, I couldn't do that. You gotta have the variety, man. But yeah, go check them out, guys. I need to go AFK, so I'll be right back. Enjoy listening to these two disembodied voices, or just the music if they decide not to speak. I'll be 2 minutes. All right.
Oh, what do we talk about? So, how was everyone's day going? Hope everyone's having a good day.
My day is fine. Yeah.
That's good to hear. You know, that's better than a bad day. A fine day.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Certainly good. Now let's see. What are we talking about?
What's your favorite Five Nights at Freddy's game in the whole series?
Kind of hard. I like Pizzeria Simulator just because of like the whole tycoon playing games and like, you know, building your pizza, whatever, pizza place. But at the same time, gosh, I really don't know.
To be fair, I have 3 favorites, so you're doing alright. FNAF 1 is my favorite because it's great. FNAF 2 is my favorite because it's the first one I came across and was the reason I got into the series into the first place. And then UCN's my favorite because I love the gameplay.
Ultimate Custom Night's very unique. No, especially the way you key bind stuff instead of just, you know, pointing and clicking close the door with a on-screen button. Very cool.
I love it.
Very good. Especially how Ultimate Custom Night can be modded in such a way. You can just do whatever you want.
I haven't seen many custom night mods, to be fair. I saw the one that Dorko played, like the what's it called? The rejected custom night one where he like played the one with the animatronics that weren't included. That was cool.
It has lots of modding potential, honestly.
What about your favorite FNAF fan game? Like in terms of like the entire like fan game lobby and then just the fanverse.
Everything, it has to be the Pop Goals series. Or just that one game that was made. I don't know, ever since I played Pop Goals, all the way back 2016 around, I believe it was, I just fell in love with it. Pop Goals is my all-time favorite FNAF fan game. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I'm so
Pop
happy
Goes is a good choice.
Fanverse.
So it would be your favorite on the fanverse as well, because Pop Goes is on the fanverse. I think my favorite in general would be The Joy of Creation Reborn, because I love The Joy of Creation Reborn. It's so good. I remember watching Markiplier play it way back when. It's so fun. And then I guess my favorite on the fanverse is actually One Night of Flunkies, believe it or not.
Damn. Hello guys, I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh, welcome back.
We talked about our favorite FNAF games and fan games.
Oh
and
boy.
then our specific fan games on the Fanverse initiative that we loved the most.
Fanverse initiative is like, I'm living for it. That's going to be the best thing that's ever going to come out of FNAF ever again, I think. After this, the only major thing to look forward to is the movie. Security Breach, I'm in 2 minds about, alright? But if it's a good game, then it makes up for the poor advertising, I think. We'll see about that. I'm so radical and controversial. But yeah, just wanted to say, Fazbear Fanverse Initiative, what I'm looking forward to in order of what I'm least looking forward to what I'm most looking forward to. I love all of them, but just a quick thing. Probably, Flumpties, T-Jock, Pop Goes, Candies, FNAF Plus. Never really got into Pop Goes, swapped that one with T-Jock actually. But anyways,
Whoa.
Let's get to it.
Wait, isn't Candies on the Fanverse initiative as well? Because there's 5.
Did I not say Candies? Sorry, I said. So from bottom to top, Flumpties, Pop Goes, yeah, T-Jock, Candies, FNAF Plus. That's all 5.
You're most excited for FNAF Plus. Wow,
yeah.
That's the one I'm least excited for.
Fair enough. It's either going to be top or bottom of everyone's lists, I think.
For me,
it looks really good though. I did a stream on it and I'm hyped, man. The quality is going to be incredible. Yeah. Anyways, but there's my tier list, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But I'm going to close this off now, so if you want to take a screenshot, now's your time, because I can't be bothered, and I'm not fussed. There we go. So, we've been reviewing FNAF AR skins, and our good friend Ethan should be joining us soon, so hopefully he can make it in time for some of this. What we're going to do now is a much bigger tier list. Everyone just look at the stream for a second. I know there's a bit of latency, so I'll give you half a minute to react. If I scroll down, you'll see we've got S, A, B, C, D, E, and F tiers, which is pretty good, pretty well balanced. But look at how many characters we've got.
Oh, we got a good amount. That's Scott. Hold up. No, we gotta give Scott an S.
I'm not going to include every single one of these characters, guys, because there's just so many. There's too many. And also,
can we skip the world characters?
We can skip.
I feel like doing the FNAF World ones is
I do want to include
the original.
some of them actually, but yeah, we can skip most of them. Because there was a FNAF
Can we
World
just all
character
agree
thumbnail.
real quick that the cat
But yeah,
deserves like an S plus?
the cat.
Yeah, go down the kitty.
Whether hang on, is that from like update 2 or something?
Yes.
That's the update 2 cat from Foxy.exe? Oh my god, they really went obscure on this
No.
one. I don't even know
I'm
some of these
putting
characters.
This is an S plus. This is S. I need to make an S plus. This is all-time
Brilliant.
favorite. Yeah.
Tell you what, guys, if you want to make your own tier lists, share them on the Hydration Nation Discord. Link in the description. I'll probably see it and react to it and stuff. If I feeling like it, yeah. Yeah, and I'm not actually gonna do it in a tier list format here, guys. S, A, B, C, D, E, F. That's quite good, but I actually want to go a bit more in depth. In the description, I said that I want to compare character design and game design with a lot of the main characters, which means we're not doing a tier list now. We're doing an alignment chart. Alright? I want to add some nuance to this baby. Forget the S to F thing, as good as that is, as much as I might like to use it. We're making an alignment chart so we can compare and contrast two different factors. And it's auto-saved them because of cookies. Thank you, cookies. Character design and game mechanics, okay? So, when I say character design, I mean how they look. How their look complements their functionality. How all of that is connected to who they are, their personality, their story, their identity, okay? And game mechanics is obviously, you know, how does it feel to play against this character? How does it, you know, interact with other characters well? Is it balanced? Is it fun? And with that out of the way, let's get started. So, starting off with the thumbnail, Withered Golden Freddy, I'm going to put almost as one of the best characters in the corner, but I'm going to bring down his character design a good bit. And that's because I don't like that Scott didn't properly explain him in the games. I'm not going to spoil Fazbear's Frights, because even though it's been out for over a year, a lot of people don't know much about that, but what I will say is that now that we know what we know about Golden Freddy, why is this only happening 6 years after this character was created? Like, come on, that can't have been planned. It's such a good story, but it wasn't planned. It's like, it's a bit hildy-pildy, but otherwise, this is Withered Golden Freddy from FNAF 2 as well. I love the general lore of the first two FNAF games. I like Golden Freddy's design, Withered Freddy, but with like blank eyes, empty costume, more wires out of his eyes than his ears. The way he just ominously appears, and it's like you're not taught on what to do for him because, like, you know, he's a really popular Easter egg in the first game. Scott just snuck him in on night 6 without anybody expecting that. The entrance is amazing, but it's not unfair. You can easily intuitively work out what you have to do because, like, you know, with the most of the others, you put the mask on to get rid of him, and that works. You put the cam up when he's in the corridor. The giant head thing is weird, but I love the way he appears, love the way he looks. I love his story arc across the entire canon. Golden Freddy's just a great character. 10 out of 10 for me. Just a bit of lack of clarity. And by extension, FNAF 1 Golden Freddy was just an Easter egg rather than a full-fledged character. So in terms of game mechanics, he's significantly down, but character design is still up. He's a really good secret, actually, so I'm going to put him on the positive side. But yeah, that's Golden Freddy. I'm just reading chat as well. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. You already subbed to Ravenade. Thank you. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Oh, God. The balloon boys terrify me. Yeah. It's a bad idea and it sucks. Fair enough. 25! Oh, my God. We have 24 likes on my screen. 25 for you. Very nice. Thank you. Clouded Galactica says FNAF 4 because they really like the Nightmare animatronics. Elaborate on that, and yeah, that's a QOTD win if no one else gets a better one in. I do like the Nightmares and the Bear characters. There are like 14 Fazbears, yeah. T-Jock R is a very good game. Right? There's so many characters. There are novel characters, there are Fazbear Frights characters, you've got Hand Unit. I'm going to try and go through all of like the most important ones. Because gameplay is a factor here, I'm probably going to exclude all of the novel ones. I'm just not as fussed. But let's keep going, let's keep the pace up. So let's do the Withereds. I love the Withereds. The Withereds are like the original ones, but better. In FNAF 2, I have a lot of problems with FNAF 2 in terms of gameplay. The gameplay doesn't get explained properly, and all of them appearing in your office, Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie, it doesn't get explained properly. But if it was, it would work really well, I think. I also love their designs. They're among some of the best in the entire series. Like, they just look scarier, they look more realistic. I like how Withered is missing his arm and his face. That's like a huge FNAF trope now. Like, the whole mask face thing. They're just, in terms of character design, numero uno. They're, like, up there, okay? But I will say, for game mechanics, probably not quite as good. It's hard to get them all here without them, like, overlapping one another. So just take it as read that they're all in one spot, guys, alright? I guess Withered Bonnie could go slightly higher because of his iconography. But yeah, you can see the jewels of Freddy and Chica there, okay? So that's where I'm putting the Withereds. Withered Foxy was really interesting because he has like the flashlight thing and he's different from the others. His aggression on 20i is ridiculous, but his game mechanics I think better. And his character design is also up there. So yeah, he's pretty close to Golden Freddy actually. If you guys agree or disagree, you can just chip in whenever. What do you think? What do you think of the Withereds? Oh, we also got Shadow Freddy. Shadow Freddy's just a kind of weird Easter egg who turns up in FNAF 3. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, he doesn't really have any gameplay. And he just kind of pops up without any explanation. And unlike Golden Freddy, we still don't know, like, anything about him, and it's like, it's not an interesting mystery, it's just kind of like, you know, who are you? Why are you relevant? And, like, you only turn this once, so there aren't any big questions on it, so yeah, I mean, Shadow Freddy's pretty mediocre, I'm putting him down here. Shadow Bonnie, on the other hand, is very interpretive, and lacks game mechanics, although they do have the FNAF 3, minigame thing, which is pretty cool, and they can crash a game like Golden Freddy. Honestly, I think Shadow Bonnie comes close to FNAF 1 Golden Freddy. They're pretty much like the same. I think I put Shadow Bonnie slightly underneath because Golden Freddy is just more iconic, but I think they're pretty close. And let's go FNAF 2 characters now. Guys, am I having... Wait, where's Raven? Raven's dead. Guys? Hello? Hold on, guys. I'm having tech issues here. Hello? Sorry, my Discord's having problems. I didn't even realize. Where's Raven? Raven just yoked.
I'm not sure.
I thought you guys were a bit quiet.
Yeah.
I just don't like having, like, long silences, but, I don't know where Raven is. We're gonna keep going in the meantime. I'll keep an eye on, Vent's chat and waiting room. She'll probably turn up. DC, what do you think of my tier list so far? Do you agree?
It's doing pretty good.
Alright. Thanks, man. I tell you what, a Ballora best design? What, like, out of everyone? That's pretty bold. I wouldn't agree with that. We'll get on to Ballora. We're doing, like, FNAF 1 and FNAF... We started in FNAF 2. We're gonna do FNAF 1 at the same time. It's just ordered that way for some reason. Toy animatronics. Actually, no, endoskeleton. FNAF 2 endoskeleton. Not much in the way of game mechanics, but a nice Easter egg. I love the character design. Character design's top. I'm gonna put them around the middle, because they're not supposed to have loads of game mechanics. They're kind of neutral on that part. But I think FNAF 2 endoskeleton looks really cool, very creepy. Now the toys. So, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Toy Foxy is also here separately from Mangle. And I'll address it. But I think the toys... Toy Freddy functions the same way as the Withereds, which is okay. But I'm not as big fan of the character design either. I think Toy Freddy's like... I think the toys are overrated. I think they're okay. And they look the part with like very 80s, very kid-friendly look. And more puffy and stuff. But they're just kind of like there. They're just, they're not like the Freddy, the Bonnie, the Chica. And it's like, I think they're just limited by nature. So I'm just gonna put them around here. I think Toy Bonnie has awful game mechanics. I absolutely despise Toy Bonnie. Actually, no, hang on, no, I'm getting mixed up. Sorry, Toy Bonnie, forgive me, sir. Your game mechanics are good because of the way you creepy appear in the vent and stuff and go across the screen. That's terrifying. Toy Chica is a bitch. So is Balloon Boy, because they make the vent noises going in and out, but there is no way of distinguishing whether they're going in or out, or whether they're on the left or the right. So these two make FNAF 2 really difficult, quite unfairly. They're kind of broken, actually. Character design's okay. Toy Chica's been developed a bit more. I don't know why, but she's got like a voice and everything, and loads of UCN stuff, which is cool. It's cool. And Balloon Boy, I don't actually hate him that much. I think he was one of the first ever examples. Him and the puppet were the pioneers of breaking the mold of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy. We actually had some like original like side attraction characters, and for that, I think he gets top marks. Balloon Boy is a cornerstone of this franchise. All right. I think without him, FNAF would be even more repetitive. And the puppet gets max points for character design because, unlike a lot of these characters, they actually have a really deep and meaningful arc across all 7 of the original games. You know, it's Charlotte, Henry's daughter, who, is the first, or one of the first, to be murdered, and, has this whole protecting everyone, carrying them in their arms thing. Character design's top. Game mechanic, I do like the music box. It can be very difficult, and it's a little bit unfair in FNAF 2. In UCN, it's only unfair if it's on, 20 AI. And, I'm not counting anything past UCN here, but Help Wanted a lot of good stuff as well, I suppose. The puppet's not insanely cool, but, no, they are. They just have top marks for character design and very high game mechanic. I think I'll put them below Foxy, but, I think they're really good. I'm trying to make it so that all the characters are visible here. This is a little bit difficult. Oh, man, I don't know. Is that good? I think that's good. Alright, that'll have to do. They're overlapping, guys, I'm sorry. Where's Raven? What happened to... Raven's dead, guys. She just yoked. She vanished.
Yeah, Raven, I don't know what happened.
She disconnect? I don't know what happened with that.
Raven disconnected sometime back.
I pinged her, but she hasn't responded. I'm gonna keep going without her, because I've got to keep the stream moving, but I hope she's okay. Where is Raven? Is she safe? Is she alright? It seems in your anger, you disconnected her. No! You may laugh now. Alright, well, we're gonna keep going. Let's get the discussion going, guys. Oh, hang on, Ethan's here. Guys, Ethan's joined.
Ethan.
Hello, mate. Ethan, you're here. Raven left, and I'm not sure what happened.
Jesus.
Hello.
Hello.
You've joined
Welcome,
just in
you came in.
time.
Just in time.
Phew.
I'm reviewing, I'm starting the meat of the review. I'm reviewing characters by character design and game mechanics. So, character, lore development, visual appearance, connections, and functionality against how well they play, how fun they are. I don't know. Oh, Ravenade's back. Raven, what happened?
Yay. Ravenade's back.
I went to go get dinner. I put it in VC mutes, but I guess I wasn't clear enough.
Oh, sorry. I literally don't see a message on my stream. It's just not here.
Oh.
It's just not there for me. That's weird.
There.
No, yeah, you should have pinged me.
back now.
That's okay. I was spoofing Revenge of the Sith. I was like, where is Ravenade? Is she safe?
It
Is
seems
she alright?
in your anger, you disconnected her.
She's okay.
No! Anyway, nice to have you back. We've got the full gang here, guys.
Whatever,
DC,
Sonic,
Raven, and Ethan. So, Ethan, you missed the FNAF AR skins, but you didn't miss much. You can go back and watch the stream and leave a comment if you're really fussed. If you look at the stream, you guys can make your own tier lists as well. I can't show them on screen, but you can share them on the Discord if you'd like. I'm rating as many as I'm not going to put every single one of these characters in here, okay? There's just too many. And some of them are novel characters, so game mechanics don't apply. But let's keep going. Let's keep the pace up. So I'm with the first 2 FNAF games at the moment. Let's look at the original 4. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy. Bonnie and Chica basically work the same, so in terms of game mechanic, I gotta rate them the same. Character design, I think they're equal, honestly. Let me just move these guys. This isn't my final positioning, guys. I think Bonnie... I mean, FNAF 1 was simple but effective, right?
But Bonnie is the only animatronic in the first game that can still scare me.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, Freddy's like off his jump scare when he gets in the office.
Yeah.
His jump scare where he gets a... That doesn't scare me. Foxy's jump scare, even him running down the hall, that's not scary.
Yeah, Foxy's not scary. Yeah, go on.
Chica's more so creepy than scary.
Yeah, Chica really freaks me out, but Freddy has this terrifying power-out jump scare. So, Foxy had a very unique mechanic that was very startling the first time. He's less scary over time, but Foxy's still iconic. It's the original in rendition, guys, and I don't want to pile them up too much, but the only reason they don't get top character design is because they're not nuanced individuals in the same way as Charlotte, Cassidy, Evan, if that is his name. That's still being debated, and all of that kind of stuff. But they get top for game mechanics, I think. Simple but effective. So Bonnie and Chica are up there with Golden Freddy.
I think Foxy is overrated.
Yeah, Foxy is overrated. But the pirate theming, you gotta admit, was very unique, and his game mechanic.
The pirate theme gives him the edge.
I think he's still like, he is overrated, but he's like Springtrap. They are very highly rated, but it's hard to say they're overrated some of the time. I think he's pretty much with Withered Foxy. I'm sorry, they're all on top of each other. But I like them all that much. Original Freddy as well. He was broken above AI 10, but despite that, I still give him top ratings. He's the OG Freddy. He founded this franchise. The first FNAF game's terrifying. The way he like stalks the corridors, makes that laugh, and like doesn't work the same as Bonnie and Chica or Foxy. And also, you know, his appearance. The lack of bottom teeth is like a deliberate design detail because that was done after the Bite of 87. Everything about them is just canonical and like characterization important, so I'm just shoving them all up there. I'm just going to move them slightly just so everyone's icons is visible, but they're basically all in the top corner, guys. Alright, can I move it? I wish I could move the layers. That'd be nice. But yeah, they're all in that top corner, alright? All of the original ones. They're just that good. Anyways, let's keep going. Anything you guys want to say about that? The original 4? I guess show the endoskeleton in here as well. For some reason, there's 2 of them. You've got the teaser and like the I don't even know where that one's from. There's like a red eye endoskeleton and a red one. They're just the same thing, I'm pretty sure.
I think that's Bonnie's endoskeleton from the trailer. No, but that's what it seems to be to me.
Yeah. Now, this one that I'm wiggling around actually looks scarier to me. So if the character designer gets slightly up, they are just Easter eggs. So they're not really supposed to have much in terms of game mechanics. I actually think having the endo exactly in the middle here is pretty much perfect. So maybe I can just do this. The endoskeleton's just the endoskeleton, guys. They chillin'. Decent character design, nothing crazy, but, you know, completely logical in universe. Nothing special, nothing particularly bad, you know. Every animatronic is an endo, and the other one looks slightly scarier, so that's why I'm picking it up. That's all there is to say about him, really. I suppose I should throw in the Cupcake and Phone Guy as well, and finish off FNAF 2 with the Toy Cupcake, Toy Foxy, Mangle, JJ, and the Paper Pals. So all of these guys, quite complicated. I really like Phone Guy. I think Phone Guy had a brilliant arc with each of the...
love Phone Guy.
The original trilogy frames his character perfectly, and still in the end, there's so much mystery. We don't know his name. We don't know if he had a family. We don't know anything about him other than that he was devoted to this company. But I like that it stays that way, and I hope it doesn't change. As much as I'd want to hear from him again. The phone calls are iconic. The emotion portrays really good. Scott really undervalues himself as a voice actor. Game mechanics, he's essential. Because he explains everything, which means Phone Guy just gets top ratings. He's in the top right corner for me.
Yes.
Anyone want to contest that?
Fnaf 1 Night 4. That's all I'm going to say for
Oh my god, yeah, that was
best call.
So well done, Scott. But yeah,
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, Ethan. What do you think about me putting Phone Guy as, like, at the very top right corner? Best character design, best game mechanic.
Like... well, you can't really rate him for, like...
But you can, because he explains all the mechanics. And in UCN, he does have a game mechanic as well.
I mean, for...
Character design, man. He's not, like... I mean, like, in terms of, like,
in the first 3...
design, you know,
he has no visual appearance, and yet he is one of the most important characters in the entire series. I think that's
yeah,
astounding.
I was gonna say in the first 3 games, the first 3 games, his mechanic is important because he actually tells how to play the game.
Exactly. So we've got tooltips and FNAF 4 and hand unit.
Maybe except the 3rd game, Phone Dude did that for us. Phone Guy was just in the form of training tape.
Exactly, yeah. And that was for lore more than game mechanics, but that works. Speaking of which, we've got Phone Dude and tutorial unit and stuff. We'll come back to them. I just want to catch up with chat for a minute, but I'm going to place these guys first, so rapid fire. Carl the Cupcake doesn't really have much in the way of game mechanics, never really has. Nightmare Cupcake, yes, but Nightmare Cupcake's separately listed on here, I believe. So, game mechanics, can't really say anything. I'm not going to be too negative, because like, I put Toy Chica and BB down there because they were like actually broken, but they're just kind of lacking. Character design, they're just kind of like a gimmick, like an add-on. So I think honestly, the Cupcake doesn't rate highly at all. And the Toy Cupcake's just a worse, less realistic looking rendition of that, so...
Yeah, in Fnaf World, Chica's Cupcake, when the characters were being changed into their adventure versions, Chica's Cupcake looked... The classic adventure Chica's Cupcake looked more like the Toy Cupcake.
Right? Yeah, that's just Fnaf World graphics, being Fnaf World. I'm also going to place a Mangle. Game mechanics in FNAF 2 and UCM were good. Mangle's been a really good developed character. The character design's also pretty cool because it's like, it serves a purpose in the story. She's very distinctive. That whole trope of Foxy being the odd one out, and then Golden Freddy existing. The whole... Sorry, I just knocked a book over. Oh shit! I'm knocking my shelf over, guys. One moment.
Oh no! Wow.
That was bad.
Oh no.
It's nothing big. It's just a couple books, notebooks and stuff. Believe it or not, these are actually my FNAF lore books. I did a huge analysis for the FNAF 5th year anniversary over the course of a year, from 4 year to 5 year, like, of the original 7 games. It's all written in there, on paper. But yeah, Mangle...
Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you. I'll talk to you more about it later, but there's a Word document that's like several thousand words long in the pod. I'm sad. I know. I'm sorry. I was a bitch for FNAF lore back then. These days, I'm like, I don't care. I love Fazbear Frights though, and I'm doing the same thing for those. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So, Mangle, I put above the toys, but kind of in line with the Withereds. Like, slightly better game mechanics, because UCN made her more unique with the vents there and stuff. Character design, pretty much there. Like, Mangle's kind of pivotal. Like, BB's down here because he has bad game mechanics, but they're up there as, like, the first of the breaking the mold characters, and they really set tone for the game. Toy Foxy is the same thing but fixed. We don't see them much in game. So in terms of game mechanics, they have zero, nothing. And in terms of character design, they're just kind of there. So yeah, they're going down here. Really nothing to say about them. Kind of unremarkable. I'll put them in the middle because this is for like bad game mechanics. When it's unremarkable, I'm just putting it like here, if that makes sense. I think that logic is fair, but yeah, they're just kind of there. And the Paper Pals are a weird Easter egg that don't really make any sense. And like the characters I think are supposed to be Fredbear, Spring Bonnie, and BB. There's some interesting allusions there. So character design, kinda, I guess. Yeah, and JJ's just a cheap recolor of BB with no game mechanics. So honestly, they can go down there with Shadow Freddy. Just mediocrity. Alright, let me just catch up with chat, because I didn't read
Shadow
that.
Freddy down below.
Yeah, Shadow Freddy is just a random Easter egg with no clear purpose, arc. They just kind of appear and disappear, and they're not interesting enough to warrant this mystery being good, which is why they're like the lowest rated on this thing.
And what you said with you were a bitch with FNAF 4?
I was a bitch for FNAF lore, not 4. Lore.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I am, because every time I play FNAF 4, I get metaphorically butt-fucked by the jump scares, but let's not go there.
Let me just say, FNAF 4 is my bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And, which means you're like my mega bitch.
What?
Let's stop. You're my bitch's bitch. No, I'm your bitch's bitch. What?
Does that even make sense? Does that even make
Guys,
sense?
we have beyond science. We do have science. I need to catch up with chat. I wasn't reading. So, Bye, Spencer. You're probably already left, but bye. I've acknowledged you. Thank you for subbing. I'll see you next time. Really appreciate it. Cloudy Galactor, I agree about being a sucker for creepy-looking robots. She's wearing a leotard. I think so, Undead. I don't know. But Laura's got a very weird design. Sister Location was... like, Circus Baby also has a very weird design. Funtime Foxy was... they were all weird. Funtime Foxy's detachable tail, what's that all about? Sister Location was weird. But fair enough. Yeah. I'm glad you agree, Cloudy Galactica. Same as me. I don't have a new server. I'm on the Hydration Nation. The link should be below. If it's not working, let me know. Yeah. I'm just acknowledging everything in chat. So yeah, green phone is Phone Dude. Let's do the tutorial characters, guys. Phone Dude, and let's get Hand Unit. Is tutorial unit on here? I don't know what the image for them would be. Maybe like the bear thing from the Pizza Sim Tycoon. No, they're the same character, guys. Tutorial unit, Hand Unit, same character. Where? I've lost him. Oh, and Cassette Man. I don't know where they went. Oh, they just popped up here. Okay, so Phone Guy can't be beaten. Maybe. Phone Dude.
True.
I think Scott did a good enough effort with making him his own character, giving him a little bit of personality. It was different, while effectively serving the same purpose. I mean, he only appears like the once, but I think I'd probably, unlike... the game mechanics in Fnaf 3 aren't explained as well, I will say. They don't need to be, necessarily, but like it's a lot more vague. He doesn't tell you specifically, this phantom does this phantom does that. He just warns you that, spooky things. But he does tell you about all the tools you have. So, he goes pretty high, but not as high. I think about here. Because he only makes the one appearance. He appears for like 2 nights and disappears. I can't give him that much for character, but for game mechanics, definitely up there.
You know what?
Hey Matt, I gotta go. I gotta peace out. But
Oh man. Alright, Raven, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining. I'll see you around, mate.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Check out our YouTube channel, guys. Alright, Raven's gone, but Ethan, go on.
So when I was when I first was like watching FNAF 3, I thought Phone Dude and Phone Guy were the same person because I literally couldn't tell the difference between like, the accent or like the way he was saying. Yeah, like it literally didn't sound any different, or there was very little difference.
And I thought they were pretty different, but that's fair enough because Scott's not that talented a voice actor. It's not his specialty. You can tell it's the same guy if you listen closely. Maybe I'm being generous here, but I do like his character and game mechanics design with explaining stuff. But yeah, fair enough. And also, yeah, I guess I agree. Galactica, I don't know. So then so after FNAF 3, FNAF World tooltips, and Sister Location had Hand Unit, and then Pizza Sim had Cassette Man, as well as Tutorial Unit. Now, Hand Unit / Tutorial Unit, same guy. I think they're somewhere between Phone Guy and Phone Dude in terms of character design, because he's quite a good like personality as an AI. We get a lot of him in Sister Location, actually, probably top marks for character. Just because of like the angsty teen, the exotic butters. He's like the guiding light, the one friendly voice that is just everything from hilarious to terrifying. And Hand Unit, Andy Field, the voice actor, does a really good job of getting the tone and register. In terms of game mechanics, I guess they are really helpful. Honestly, I think Hand Unit deserves the same as Phone Guy.
I think Hand Unit tutorial unit is kind of better than Phone Guy because he's like. In Sister Location, he sounds so robotic, and he's also hilarious at the same time. Like casual bongos, exotic butters, angsty teen.
Yeah. Okay, guys. For the sake of being able to view all these characters crammed on the top right, I'm gonna spread them out a little. Just assume they've all got top marks because I want them all to be visible, but I also want to be like fair. So like I'm gonna make it so that they're all a little bit more visible. But they're basically all crammed in the same space because I like them all that much. I know he's down here, but he's up there. Okay, I like Hand Unit a lot. Hand Unit's cool. You can just see Withered Foxy. I'm just going to keep it like that. And see, that's messy enough. And lastly, Cassette Man, who was also Henry Emily. I think I'll give him 10 out of 10 for character design just because he's important. He's the guy behind the whole scenario of FFPS. he has two amazing speeches, both of which are incredible for lore. And the cassette itself looks really cool. Game mechanics, I'd probably put it slightly below hand unit, because he only explains the salvages. But character design is top. So something like that. God, I'm sorry guys, they're on top of each other. I'd change the layers if I could, but I can't. Oh well. Moving on. Feel free to interject at any point, guys. We're on to Fnaf 3.
During the FNAF 6 like completion ending, Scott basically just did a mic drop.
Right, it was just a whole huge mic drop. Now, I'm going to start skipping characters because I've already been streaming for an hour and a half, just about hour and 20 minutes. There's just so many here, okay? So I'm going to start speeding things up, but Springtrap is obviously very iconic. I'm going to be a bit controversial here and actually say that his character design is middling. His game mechanics, I think FNAF 3 had really good game mechanics. I think its use of jump scares was terrible, and that's why it's unpopular, but people get that mixed up with game mechanics. The game mechanics themselves are really good. And his returning appearances in Ultimate Custom Night and Help Wanted are pretty solid as well, even FNAF AR. So I'm going to put him about here, below Golden Freddy and Foxy and all of that stuff. How is Foxy above Golden Freddy for character? I can't move him, guys. I literally can't. There's too much stuff. Oh my god. It just looks like Freddy's got hand unit eyes now.
Which Golden Freddy are you talking about?
Withered. So I put the FNAF 1 Golden Freddy down for game mechanics because he was just an Easter egg, but FNAF 2 and Ultimate Custom Night, I think the game mechanic was solid.
The classic Golden Freddy is my favorite character in the entire series. Like, it's
awesome. Good choice.
So freaking good. But with the Golden Freddy, he's just boring because unlike in FNAF 1, he's an actual character and you see him all the time, especially in 2020 mode.
I just think the Withered version looks scarier and more realistic. Same with all the other Withereds. That's my reasoning. But yeah, FNAF 1 Golden Freddy's, he's iconic, guys. He's the symbol of the franchise, if not regular Freddy. I'm going to say Springtrap's mechanics in FNAF 3 were immense. Scott almost pulled off a game with only one character. If you didn't have the Phantoms, and if you just had system failures, you could have a one animatronic game that was just as meaty as FNAF 1 or 2. If you'd replaced the Phantoms with just like system failures and stuff, you could have pulled off like an actual one character game.
Are you ranking these guys by jump scares as well?
Not really. No. Jump scares.
Because jump scare wise, Springtrap is like, he's just like, he walks in and says, "Hey, how you doing?"
I think that was deliberate though. I don't know. I feel like there's a character reason behind that, but you're fair. It isn't that scary. You're right. It is not that scary. Jump scares for FNAF are trash.
I'm glad that Scott made his jump scare bad though, because we wouldn't have got anything past FNAF 3.
Right? We wouldn't have got FNAF 4's amazing jump scares or Springtrap's improvement in UCN with the jump scare. Yeah. So the reason I don't put Springtrap at the top is because honestly, on the one hand, there's loads of ways to interpret him, which is really cool. But on the other, there is so much we know about William Afton in all these different mediums, and his personality and presentation in, you know, the newer games, the novel trilogy, Fazbear Fights, none of them have quite hit the mark. And his character's been, you know, inconsistent, and sometimes just downright two-dimensional. But in a narrower scale, Springtrap as a character in FNAF 3... I'll push him up a bit, because I'll push him above Golden Freddy, because actually, the whole rotting corpse inside a Springlock costume and all that stuff is really good, and like, I mean, just look at Scraptrap. I'm sorry. He just looks really good, guys. I gotta put him up there. Alright, let's move on. So, I'm gonna skip the Phantoms. They're all pretty much the same. They're burned versions of other characters. They're all like, I don't know. I'll come back to them if I've got time. We've also got this troll character here. Who I'm gonna leave him out if I can.
Find orders.
Oops. Okay. Yeah, go on, Ethan.
I was gonna say, I find it weird that Withered Freddy and Withered Foxy are based on the FNAF 2 Withered forms, but with the Phantom Chica is based on her FNAF 1 form.
Right? It doesn't line up. I don't know why that is. I'll never know. It's weird though. This is a troll game character which looks and plays hilarious. I'm just gonna put him there. I didn't mean to pull that out, guys. There's a few troll game characters here, actually.
There is no pause button skull with Freddy's head.
Literally that. Yeah, that's literally it. Like, I could also pull out, where are they? The Sit and Survive dude. And there was another troll character, I swear. It'll be somewhere down here.
Was it Doofus?
This guy in the UCN troll game. Yeah. All of them were kind of okay, so I'm just gonna put them all here. This guy was actually meh, because Sit and Survive, he doesn't do much. He just kind of sits there, literally. I've also played You Have 10 Seconds and Rage Quit, and the cat thing. Okay, the cat, for the cuteness alone, it gets a maximum stats on everything. The cat's up there, guys. And yeah, these were okay. You Have 10 Seconds was actually a really fun game. Not very developed characters, obviously, but iconic enough. These were basically the same game, so I'm putting them up here. Let's look at Fnaf 4. The Nightmares. And obviously these guys return in UCN as well, some of them. I think Nightmare Freddy had really good game mechanics. Nightmare Freddy was solid. Character development, it's just like a Nightmare version of Freddy. Probably better than the toys. I'm going to put the toys down here, to be honest. But yeah, the Nightmares were pretty alright. Nightmare Bonnie, yeah, Fnaf 4, strong game mechanics. Hasn't got Nightmare Freddy's edge with his brilliant UCN return, but yeah, a lot of good... Hang on. I was going to say, did they just skip, like, the ones who didn't appear in UCN? No. Obviously, Nightmare Chicas again, pretty similar. I'm going to put them up here. The whole listening thing was, like, a real game changer. And Foxy in the Closet was... It was okay. It was a little different, I guess. What is it, Ethan?
I'd like to say something about about Nightmare Chica. Have you ever seen like Let's Plays where people will like close the door on Chica, hear the footsteps, go away? It symbolises that she goes away, and then they flash light and they die to her. Or you close the door, you hear the footsteps, symbolise she goes away. You turn around to the bed, and then you get killed by the cupcake.
No. That is a very specific set of situations.
So basically, this happened to Dorco a lot when he was first playing Fnaf 4.
Oh, damn.
He would go up to the door. He'd hear Nightmare Chica close the door to make her go away. He'd hear her go away. He'd flash, and Nightmare Chica would jump. It's weird. And recently, I found out why.
Why? What is this?
Because in very rare instances, Nightmare Chica attack from the far hall.
Okay, so Nightmare Chica's kind of broken. Oops, that puts her down here. It's only slightly broken, but that puts it down. The cupcake's basically just the same thing. It's cool that it's an extension of it. I think that's unique that they're going up there. Alright. Ethan's off for a minute. Clouded Galactica, thank you for joining. Yeah. Phantom Angle and Phantom Boat different mechanic-wise, agreed. Nightmare Foxy's a bit lower in character design because I don't think Scott pull off the Foxy looked very good. He had that terrifying tongue, which didn't make it into the final game, and he's missing the eye patch. It doesn't look as good, and the game mechanic's okay. Bonnie's there, but Nightmare Freddy's awesome. Nightmare Fredbear was an awesome idea, and I think he's a brilliant character. He goes up there with the cat and stuff. Okay, I'm putting the cat here because cat's a bit of a joke character, but there's so many characters up here. Nightmare Fredbear's up there with Springtrap and Golden Freddy, you know. And also Nightmare BB because he is canon. Same as Plushtrap. Where's Plushtrap? Plushtrap and BB are pretty much the same. They both look good. Plushtrap's a more original concept, so we get slightly higher for character design, but I like their game mechanics. They're good spins. I don't know why they're in this order, but yeah, I'm going to put BB back there. And their UCN returns are really good as well, actually. They're both really solid. I think BB and Plushtrap both get top marks there. Not quite in the range of the other ones, but definitely up there. I'm going to skip these non-canon and DLC versions, guys, because we're trying to save time here. But yeah, do you see anything else to say about this? The Fnaf 4 Nightmares and stuff?
I like you said how Foxy doesn't really look like himself on Fnaf 4.
Yeah.
I could actually agree with that, because when I first saw it, I don't know, something about it just didn't seem right.
It's weird how the snout is all torn away out of all things.
Yeah, that. It's weird. But your tier list is looking pretty good. Or
pretty much. I think I forgot to include Nightmare. Go on.
I mean, I have really nothing else to say about it. You really covered most everything I was thinking.
Alright. Well, I will say that Nightmare is basically Nightmare Fredbear, but worse character design. Because again, it's like Shadow Freddy, who, if they might be the same character, they just kind of appear, never come back, no relevance, no explanation, no nothing, and it's not even interesting. He looks cool, and, you know, we've got the frontal lobe thing, so I guess he's a bit above Shadow Freddy, but it's like, they're just kind of irrelevant, and the game mechanics are pretty much identical. And also, Ethan would complain about him in Fnaf World sometimes. He can be really unfair, so actually he kind of goes down here with Nightmare Chica. I don't think they're that good. On to Fnaf World. I'm just going to include a few here. DD, because she's irrelevant UCN. Adventure Fredbear, and Old Man Consequences. And because they're unique to UCN, I think the purple guy's Sprite, because he's representative of all of them, Chica's Magic Rainbow, Anim Dude, what the hell is that? Virtua Freddie, Chipper, and the 8-bit Fredbear thing, and that's all I'm going to include from Fnaf World. Again, a lot of the other Fnaf World characters are kind of like, eh. Anim Dude was really cool. I like the concept of the creator fighting his own game. The game mechanics were, I think, were pretty balanced. It's been a long time since I played Fnaf World, but he was pretty cool. I think I'd rate him up there. Chica's Magic Rainbow was really annoying, but that was deliberate. Hello, Ethan.
Yeah, sorry, I had to go make a coffee for someone, and I left my hydration downstairs.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Take your time. I'll be streaming for a bit, yeah.
You talking about Fnaf World?
Fnaf World, so I picked out a bunch of Fnaf World characters, yeah. Just a few.
Is Chipper's Revenge on there?
Yes. Chica's Magic Rainbow. No, sorry, Chipper's Revenge, yeah. I'll get to him.
Because Chipper's Revenge is bullshit.
What do you mean it's bullshit?
Because, like... So, he's a super strong boss, right? But
yeah.
He's overly overpowered. Like, there's this one attack that he has. It doesn't even say he's doing an attack. But he has this attack, this silent attack, where he just does 1,000 damage to every single one of your party members at the same time.
I think that's intentional, but yeah. Like Chica's Magic Rainbow, pretty unbalanced. I'm putting him around the middle for game mechanics. But for character design, I'm putting Chipper up top with Endo, because they're just brilliant. Like, he's just a really interesting take on Chipper. DD is just kind of there in Fnaf World. She doesn't really have much going on, but in UCN she's crucial. So for game mechanics, I'm putting her up, but for character design, she's another balloon child who's really annoying. I guess she works for what she is, but she's with the toy. She's just kind of mediocre, I guess.
Is XOR on the list?
No, I don't believe so. Is XOR? Is that even a separate character? You know, like
yeah,
XOR is just...
Technically, because UCN, if you use DD Repel in 5020, it doesn't work. Shadow DD shows up anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there they are. XOR's here. I have nothing to say about XOR. They just kind of, they appear on 5020, extra creep factor, glitched version of DD, like, not really anything to say. Probably slightly better than the original, actually, because of the creep factor, but game mechanics only appears the once, so yeah, I'm pretty middling. Virtua Freddie from Fnaf World. Pretty interesting, right? He's pretty unique. I want to say Virtua Freddie's middling character design. Very unique. Just kind of like, you know, another Freddy, but like a simulation. Game mechanic. If I remember correctly, Virtua Freddie is like the mimic thing, right? He like mimics...
Yeah, he mimics almost any attack except for the mimic ball.
In fact, the mimic ball is the thing that causes him to spawn. They're basically the same thing. They're basically one thing.
Yeah.
So... I'm going to put them together, Mimic Ball and Virtua Freddie. Game mechanic, actually it's a really good game mechanic, it's really helpful. Character design, not really that rememberable, but it doesn't need to be down there.
It's like a wireframe, green wireframe version of Freddy.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. I think, honestly, I'm going to put them above the toys. Controversial opinion, I think they're actually better than this with the toy animatronics. Purple guy. Do we take this as Fnaf World Purple Guy? I'm just a sprite. Or Purple Guy, you know? Because strictly speaking, this is only the Fnaf World version. But if it's the Purple Guy, I mean, I think in either way, I think he's good in both parts. I think his character design's really interesting, his game mechanics but good. I'm gonna put him here.
He's got freaking slasher. Right,
he's got really good game mechanics, and the character design, if you take it as like, oh yeah, he's William Afton, immense, but if he's just a sprite, I put him about there. Either way, very good. The 8-bit Fredbear thing, from Fnaf World confuses me because it doesn't work with canon anymore, but it used to, and it's kind of like character design. I'm not sure who they're supposed to be, so I'm kind of in the middle. Game mechanics, it's really clever. I have to wait for them to appear, and then you get the clock ending. So actually, I put them about here. A very interesting character. An Adventure Fredbear as well. Less so for game mechanics. He does explain some stuff, but character design is top. He's really funny, especially in the Update 2 stuff. He's really sardonic. He also has some pretty good moves, actually, because he's one of the rarest characters you can run into, and you can also get the universe ending from him. So actually, I'm going to push him up here, just because I like him.
Are we talking about Fredbear?
Yeah, Adventure Fredbear, yeah.
Adventure Fredbear.
You can see where I put him.
I'm assuming Spring Bonnie's next. Adventure Spring Bonnie.
Yeah, I put him in the same place.
We've still yet to see a Spring Bonnie in a canon FNAF game.
Indeed, so I can't really give them much rating, but you can see them down here. I'm just going to put OMC on here. In UCN, he has that fishing game and the Easter egg, as well as that secret appearance in UCN. So I think he gets strong for character design, but less so for mechanics. I think the catch and fish thing was really weird.
What even is Old Man Consequences? Is he like people think he's a crocodile, but we can't really tell because he's like an 8-bit sprite.
Well, he looks like a crocodile. He probably isn't, but even if he is, he's dwelling by a lake. I think he's purely metaphorical. I don't think there is a literal red lake anywhere.
Even down to his name.
Yeah, I think Old Man Consequences might actually be an interpretation of Henry, Cassette Man. Because if you take it... It depends on how you interpret it. The way I interpret it was that Henry is Old Man Consequences. He's very old. He's a man. And also, he is the one who started everything and therefore is the cause... and effect of the consequences as well, because the consequences come back round and Peter's him, and he's the one who finishes it off, not Michael, not Jeremy, Henry. And, you know, he has to live with those consequences for a long time, and, you know, consequences, there's a lot of thematic connections with Henry, particularly. It just makes sense. He's also, like, you know, it just kind of makes sense. It's hard to explain. He's the one who, you know, would be the one to talk to Cassidy or Evan, whoever, to say, look, leave the demon to his demons. William's had enough. Just end this. Let us be free. Because he's quite wise. Sister location. Almost there, guys. I'm going to skip a lot of these, I promise. Let's just get the main ones. Baby, Ballora, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy. I'll include the mini arenas. The Biddy Babs are, like, so irrelevant. I'm not even going to put them on. We'll have Ennard. We'll have Yendo. Exotic Butters. And I think that'll do it. Yeah.
Funtime Freddy better be one of the top animatronics.
Oh, no. Guys, controversial opinion. Funtime Freddy's garbage. I'm putting him in the bottom left corner, guys. Look at this.
No! No!
Now, technically, Bonbon's with him in the image, and there isn't a separate one for Bonbon. Well, there's a broken Bonbon, for some reason.
Why? Yeah, I was going to ask that. Why are there even, like, fan characters?
I have no idea who made this. Just what they were thinking, but... Funtime Freddy and Bonbon, because they bounce off each other, are iconic. Character design... top marks, or at least close. They're probably not like a puppet or a Springtrap, but he's very close. And game mechanics are pretty interesting. The breaker room thing was really cool. I like how that played. Felt very... It was like very different, but it had the same fear factor of the first FNAF game.
His custom night mechanic was cool as well.
Custom night was really cool, so I think he's up there. He's up there with Springy and Nightmare Freddy. I'm just gonna put him here so you can see the others a little bit, but yeah, he's getting top marks. Circus Baby. You know what? Guys, controversial opinion, lads. Circus Baby's overrated. I like her, but I don't like her that much.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Game mechanics is utterly lacking in sister location. She has no visual appearances, and that sucks. She's like not there.
Apart from Night 5.
Oh yeah. So you see her broken down, but it's like other than that, there's like nothing. And she talks on and on and on and on and on, and it's like her character swings around in the last 3 nights. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think even since Night 2 of Sister Location, that's not Baby. I think that's Ennard. I think she's been scooped the entire time.
Really? I don't think so, because Ennard didn't exist at that point, because we see all of the other characters separate. That is a good point. I suppose it's possible, but if it's just Baby in Ennard, it's just Baby, right?
Well, when on Night 2, well, Night 1 actually, when you shock her 3 times, she doesn't show up at all. I mean, maybe that could be something else, but
maybe
I don't know.
she could have already scooped herself, gotten the endoskeleton and everything, and then like hid a costume for you to find on night 5. But the other characters don't start becoming part of Ballad until after night 3 and before night 4 earliest.
Yeah, that was the only blockade I was thinking about, because
yeah.
Baby isn't the one with voice mimic, is she not?
No. When she changes her voice to Elizabeth, that's like 2 different entities speaking. It's explained in the 4th closet. They're 2 separate things. The animatronic and the spirit.
Which of the 4 sister location animatronics had voice mimic?
I think both Funtime Freddy and Funtime Foxy had it. Definitely Funtime Foxy.
I think Funtime Foxy had like adult voice mimic, and then Funtime Freddy had child voice mimic.
Something like that, yeah. And UCN, we finally get, like, it took all the way up to UCN just to get Circus Baby a jump scare and a game mechanic, which was okay. She was one of the plush characters, so that was kind of
It
Not
took
broken,
all the way
but...
until UCN for Funtime Foxy to get a voice.
Yeah. I mean, it took all the way to UCN for Withered Bonnie to get a voice, and for original Foxy, yeah. Whatever. But yeah, Circus Baby... I don't know. I don't think her character's interesting. She's definitely the most complex out of any animatronic we've ever encountered to this day. So I have to give her marks for that. But her design's kind of weird, and, like, she's very inconsistent, and, like, she's, like, complex, but it's, like, you can't really explain her behavior. Like, her behavior completely changes on night 4, then it reverts back on night 5, and it's, like, I get that she's trying to trick you, but it's, like, it's just very confusing. And I think Elizabeth's interesting, but Circus Baby not so much. So, she's over here. She's below Balloon Boy. She's not Balloon Boy. Also, fucking hell, her head is fat. She's filling the frame there.
I was about to say.
Ballora.
Notice how her face just goes.
Yes. I suppose Claudette de Galactica, yeah, but they're virtually the same. I noticed that there were 2 of Funtime Freddy and Foxy. These are just the prototype designs that were in the extras menu. I'm not going to include them. They just rate lower than the other versions.
Speaking of,
yeah.
On your old channel, I watched your FNAF 6 playthrough with Tasha.
Ah, yes.
And you noticed that Helpy looked more like the prototype design of Funtime Freddy.
I thought he was like...
I don't know how the hell you noticed that.
Well, I just looked at him and I thought, it looks like Funtime Freddy, but there's no Bonbon arm. So I was like, and the colour scheme's more pink than purple. Or whatever it was. So it was like, yeah, I thought he was called Adventure Prototype Funtime Freddy, but I'm glad that we got Helpy. It's a much better name.
Can you imagine in Ultimate Custom Night, Adventure Prototype Funtime Freddy?
Yeah, that would be absolutely ridiculous. Funtime Foxy, I'm actually going to give pretty high for mechanics, because UCM kind of redeemed them in that part. Character design, not very, like, up there in-depth iconic, but definitely memorable in UCN rather than Sister.
Like, it's like a more advanced version of Mangle.
Yeah, in Sister Location, Funtime Foxy's the most forgettable, but in UCN, Joe Gaudet makes him, and the game kind of makes him, like, something really special. So he's getting kind of middle.
He's the only animatronic that can kill you at 6 AM.
Right? Like, that's incredible. And frustrating. But yeah, Ballora is very... Ballora's probably the best. Maybe not better than Funtime Freddy. Funtime Freddy was endearing. But Ballora, first of all, a humanoid animatronic. Very rare thing. Not a simp, I swear. But, you know, same reason as Baby. Same reason as Balloon Boy, JJ.
Not a simp. Why do you bring that up?
Well, you know, because people, I think, oh yeah, human body parts. Yeah, female animatronic. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that lately. I said it earlier anyways, but, Ballora's genuinely really cool, though. I don't want to be called a simp, but I like Ballora, guys. Like, I think she's more interesting than Circus Baby. As a character. You know, just her song, the voice lines, all the thematic stuff. You know, the parallel with William Afton's wife, who she might even be. Ultimate Custom Night was still very interesting. A whole lot of stuff. Ballora's just really cool. Game mechanics in the custom nights were also really good. Pretty much same as Funtime Foxy.
Did you ever have trouble with Ballora's mechanic in Sister Location Custom Night?
No, it's weird how she goes behind, even though that shouldn't be possible, but I never had real problems with it. You can watch my old Let's Plays if you want proof.
I have already.
Hey, you have. Well, you already know then. But yeah, she's around here with Nightmare Baby and Plushtrap.
Back when you still used the trial version of Bandicam.
Yep, I sure did. You don't like it. That's valid, Galactica. I mean, she's pretty weird looking, but I think the other things enhance that. She's not a Adventure Fredbear or Mangle, but she's better than Toy Freddy.
Better than Freddy. You know what? I have to agree on that. Freddy's such. It's weird, strange.
Yeah. Anything else to say before we move on, guys? Just rate more the assist location characters. Mini arenas are annoying, and it's kind of cool that Fulero has like these little minions, but their game mechanics annoying. I don't like it that much. So.
Other than like Ultimate Custom Night, I'm not sure what her song that she's singing is supposed to like represent.
Crumbling Dreams.
Yeah, well, no, not the music box.
Oh,
plays. The song that she sings.
Why do you hide inside your walls? It's a metaphor for William locking himself away from his wife.
She wrote a different one in Custom Night. She sings, "All I do is dance all day."
It's the same song.
No, sorry. All I do is dance alone, but now I hear your flesh and bone.
Oh, I don't know, dude. UCN twisted things up a bit. I can't remember that. I don't remember that being a thing.
No, she sung that different one in Sister Location Custom Night.
I need to go back and play it. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. But guess I'm just gonna do this. Yendo, guys. Character design, really cool Easter egg. Kind of up there with Endo 2, not like top. I should probably bring that down, to be honest. That's an exaggeration.
He's like the endoskeleton of Funtime Fredbear or Funtime Golden Freddy.
Or something like that. He's like Golden Freddy for Sister Location. And Yendo...
Because it's the same mechanics.
He has really interesting, unique mechanics. So he's up here. He's a bit underrated. He's quite underrated, but because people aren't sure if he's canon. He is, but not many people know that he appears. He appeared before the DLC. But yeah, he's in this area, I think. And exotic butters are just hilarious.
What exotic butters are on this list?
Exotic butters are going in because they literally have no game mechanic, but like, I'm just putting them there. And that leaves Ennard.
Butters.
Now, Ennard in Private Room is kind of broken because you can get an unfair loss because the power isn't balanced.
Unfair entry. He can camp at your door for literally an hour.
Yeah, but the bit in Night 5 is quite tense. And the whole concept of multiple souls in one body inhabiting this one twisted mess of wires is very good. So I think I'm going to put them here. Like, the mechanics are mostly broken, but they're okay. They're better than the mini arenas. The mini arenas were just harsh.
I've been playing T-Jock story mode recently. Creation was kind of reminding me of Ennard.
Yeah, it's Ennard for the Withered, which is really cool. It's something I've always wanted to see. I think Ennard's iconic already. And now we're going to Pizza Sim. So for the sake of time and brevity, I'm just going to pick the salvages. So Scrap Trap, Helpy I'll pick as well. Lefty, Molten Freddy, Scrap Baby. I'm not going to worry about the Tycoon stuff. They're all pretty good. They're all kind of middle ground. I'll also pick the Malhair, Dreadbear. I don't know what all of these are. I think this is supposed to be Help Wanted characters. And then it's novel characters. I think I'll finish off with Scott himself, the Fan, Coffee, Mr. Chipper, UCN Fredbear and Springtrap, which doesn't even exist. And there's another Springtrap here. Dark Springtrap. Well, I'll finish off with this guy. There's also Nightmare JJ for some reason. But, okay. Scrap Trap. Character design looks ugly AF. You guys already know. Game mechanics, same as everybody else. Not much to say.
In terms of game mechanics, look at that 5-head.
I mean, his UCN game mechanic was pretty neat, but yeah, he's going down here. Lefty was more complex than UCN, and is also the puppets. They're going up there. Lefty's awesome. Helpy is kind of there. Not much, is only just really like an icon of Fazbear Entertainment, but that's good enough. Game mechanics, UCN was okay, a bit annoying, and they just kind of danced around before that, so, not much to say. The glitch from Help Wanted. We're moving into Help Wanted now. Let me just check. No. Let me finish off Pizza Sim. I think Molten Freddy's the only one left. Wait, where's Scrap Baby? Hold up. I'm missing a few. Okay, Scrap Baby, Molten Freddy. Yeah, Scrap Baby is a lot better than Circus Baby for character design. Game mechanics are also brilliant. I think she's one of the best. She's up there because the whole shock thing in UCN. All of her lines about her personalities fusing in Pizza Sim, it's pretty cool. Molten Freddy, I will say, is probably... It's like Enid and Funtime Freddy. They're just amazing. Molten Freddy... Game mechanics were, like, less unique in UCM, but that doesn't really bring him down. And I like his personality, so I'm putting him up there. He's great. Who does that leave? Okay, UCN Fredbear. Go on. If you want to say something, go ahead and say it.
I'd like to see a non-scrap version of Scrap Baby.
Wait, what was that? Scrap Baby?
I'd like to see a non-scrap version of Scrap Baby.
Oh, an Unscrap Baby? Dude, it literally exists. Play literally any of Fred Guy's games. You can look up Unscrap Baby. It is modelled. It exists. It's kind of ugly, not gonna lie. Like, it kind of works, but... Who's
apparently apparently to you, she has bigger tits.
Yes, I remember that meme. It's weird though, like the chest lights are like where her nipples would be. It looks weird, man. I don't like it. Why are you drawing attention to that? This is supposed to be like an 8-year-old, you know, at most. It just looks weird. The roller skates are really cool. The face is not. But yeah, she's really cursed. Yuck. Dreadbear. Dreadbear is pretty much just an allegory, like a Halloween-themed version of Fredbear. Really cool. Has some great gameplay as well. I think I'll put him up here. Coffee.
I can't say anything.
I guess update 2. Go on. Yeah.
I can't say anything for Dreadbear because I've never played Curse of Dreadbear.
Wow, really? Dude, you're missing out.
I can't play it because I play Help Wanted on Xbox and the DLC isn't on Xbox.
Aww, that sucks. Coffee is a sentient coffee machine with some cool moves in update 2. They're going over here, I guess, the troll characters.
Speaking of coffee, I've been meaning to play the Desolate Hope for a while.
Cool. I actually have played it. I got stuck because it's really hard. I'm just warning you now. It gets really hard towards the end, and there's no tutorial, so you have to look up guides. So that shouldn't be a problem for a guy like you. I think you'll enjoy it. It's like Fnaf World. Who does that leave? Okay, the glitch. Unpopular opinion. I think it looks cool, but it doesn't go much further than that. I like the idea of the virus as well, but it's like we don't have much personality of this character. Although the security breach might change that significantly. So I'm going to put him here for now. Game mechanics. I like how he goes towards you and there's all these different endings. The game mechanics are kind of okay. I'm not sure what to say about the glitch. Like Malhair, I'm in mixed minds about him right now. So I'm not even there. We're probably not done with that character because of security breach. UCN Fredbear, by the way. Game mechanic as an Easter egg is pretty neat. Character design, it's just like Fredbear again. So I guess he goes like here. And Spring Bonnie doesn't have much in terms of game mechanics, but the character design's cool, even though we've never seen them in game, so I have to put them around here, unfortunately, because they don't have any game mechanic, but Spring Bonnie's a really cool character. That only leaves 2 more, Chipper and Scott, and I think we're going to be done, because I don't want to bother with all the other characters on this list. But yeah, Chipper, Mr. Chipper, same as Coffee, really, update 2. Nice reference to another game, iconic character, plays well. Has some OP moves, which fairly bounce out. Not one of the best, but not one of the worst either. And Scott Cawthon himself, guys. What do we think?
Well, I mean,
he made
character design and game mechanics.
He has no game. He just transcends this graph, guys. Like he's in the 3rd dimension. But he created all of this, so Scott's getting a high
He is
rank
4
from me.
parallel universes ahead of them.
He is. He really is. And that's the end, guys. That's my tier list. I did miss out a bunch of characters. If you guys really enjoyed this, I mean, I'm totally going to come back for another stream because we've just got an insane number of likes. But the thing is, those likes didn't accurately reflect the views, so I'm not really sure. But we've got 25, so I think I'm going to do another stream like this soon. Possibly on different tier lists, because I have 2 more tier lists. I actually have a folder right here.
I've got 26 likes on my screen.
Dude, that's mad. I have several FNAF tier lists, right, guys? I have this one with all the characters, and I have the one with the AR skins. But I have 2 more, which I was going to do today, but I decided that I didn't have time for. So I think sometime soon, I'm going to do a timeline maker, which will be interesting to talk about lore, and a games tier list maker. So we're actually reviewing the games themselves. And that will do for now. I think those might have to be 2 separate streams, because there's just so much. But yeah, that's my tier list. That's my that's my alignment chart, guys. If I put this in tier list view, it's probably gonna break everything. So take a screenshot while you can, because that's the end. Yes, exotic butters are amazing character design, Olivia. Don't question my logic. I guess they should technically be on the bottom left, but yeah, that was FNAF tier lists, guys. I missed out like the twisteds and stuff, but nah, no game mechanics, not fussed. That's the end. You've got a rough idea of my opinions on stuff. So, Yellow Endo, yeah. It does drive me nuts as well, Galactica. So, Livy says FNAF 1 because it really captured the creepiness of the animatronics for the QOTD. Guys, this is the end of the stream. So, who won the QOTD? Which FNAF game was the best for character design? Well, we've got two answers. We've got Olivia and I believe Galactica or someone earlier, Spencer B. Someone said one earlier. Someone said FNAF 4. Yeah. Yeah, you said 90 animatronics. What do you guys think? You've already got shoutouts. What was the FNAF game was the best for character design?
Yeah, I was good. Yeah. If I were to win a shout out from the QOTD, I would have said FNAF 4 because Scott really went over the top with these nightmare animatronics.
Yeah, he worked hard on them. I would probably say. You agree? Wow, we're all thinking FNAF 4.
The only reason is just I feel like the depth that gets into the animatronics, like you can see like every individual like thing inside the nightmare animatronics. And
True.
Pretty cool.
And they are like properly scary versions, which do reflect the plot of is this real and
aren't the nightmare animatronics based off of the unwithered animatronics?
I'm pretty sure they are, yeah, which is why they've done on with the FNAF 1 designs.
Because Nightmare Bonnie has whiskers.
Yeah, which is really interesting to think about. Unwithered Bonnie whiskers. Alright guys, so I'm not sure which I picked for the QOTD. FNAF was tempting. I'm thinking about the others. Not FNAF 3, maybe 2, maybe 1, but not this location.
Maybe Pizzeria Simulator?
I'm thinking Pizza Sim. Because we had all of those tycoon attractions, and the Scrap animatronics were even more detailed than the Nightmare animatronics. Scrap Baby is incredible. I love her design. She's so detailed.
Controversial opinion incoming. I never found the Scrap animatronics in FNAF 6 scary.
Oh, wow. Fair enough. The jump scares were
the only one I found really scary.
What?
A Scrap Trap.
Fair enough. They're all scary.
I've become numb to the FNAF 6 jump scares now, and even more recently with the FNAF 4 jump scares.
Yeah. I'm not sure which I picked.
I feel like the jump scares in that game ruined it for me.
I guess. I don't know.
It's just an image that shakes. It's not that much.
But I think. Go on.
And its jump scare in UCN is by far the worst because you can literally see it's just a still image shaking and moving in your face.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was terrible.
I mean, people say Golden Freddy's in UCN is the worst, but at least I can appreciate it for trying to reference something from the past.
Right? If it had been in your face, it would have been scary. I tell you what, though, guys, I picked the QOTD winner. Both of you. I can't pick one. So today's QOTD win goes to both Olivia Pageant Ken and Clouded Galactica. I'm going to attempt to find your links. If I can't find the links, you could send them to me via Discord. It's probably the best way to do it. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Reddit. Reddit is probably the best one to pick, actually. But yeah, if I could try and find Clouded Galactica, that would be really nice. Can I find Clouded Galactica? Please. I can't.
Oh, there's a page. I have a...
Filter by channels.
Hold on.
Because I can't access them from chat, which is really annoying.
Why did Google do that? Why did YouTube do that?
Don't know, man. It's so annoying. I can't find your channels, I'm afraid, guys. And I tried searching for Olivia Pageant Kent as well, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work.
Here, mister, I have
Yeah.
Here's this. I'll send this to you.
What have you got for me?
This doesn't have much for Clouded, but it has. I feel like I have to put more on this.
Hello.
But it's the community build wiki page.
Oh, wait. Do you know Clouded Galactica? What is this? Hello, I'm Lysander. I'm just your everyday guy who likes creating things I'm mostly drawing, writing, and fan of horror games. Guys, is this what you want linked, Clouded Galactic Man? Lysander, is this what you want linked? You do have a game job.
I'll leave it up to Clouded.
Alright, dude, tell me what you want. But yeah, today's QOTD goes to Clouded Galactica and Olivia Pageant Kent. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Send me the links. Check out the links in the description as well. you know, the music, my social pages. If you want my Fiverr services, I will edit your video thumbnails and edit your YouTube videos for you. Go check out WWF. They're determined to stop the destruction of nature and help it recover, and they're working in all kinds of ways to make the world a better place. They're trying to improve, you know, food sustainability, because whoa, the way we produce what we eat is responsible for almost 60% of the world's biodiversity loss. That's a big yikes. Trying to, you know, save the polar bears, tackle the climate crisis, stop the icebergs melting, protecting rainforests, savannas, rivers, and coral reefs from being damaged and destroyed. They're doing loads of good work. You can adopt a pet, you can donate, become a member, you know, sign petitions, support, leave gifts, work for them. You can do all kinds. So please, if you can, check it out. WWF is linked in the description. While you were here, also check out my collaborators. Ethan's YouTube channel is here. He does awesome FNAF and plays and stuff.
I've been playing with Joy of Creation story mode recently.
Yes. Don't forget to check out Raven Age. He does really good Let's Plays. Knowing to do more collabs with those that are based on gaming. Even though we don't have many games in common, so go give her more subscribers, please. She deserves more than 16. And yeah, go check out Diamond Chef, who I'm very grateful for sharing this video with. The number of likes is insane. We still have 0 dislikes. Someone's gonna dislike it now from the meme. But yeah, go check out the FNAF Game Maker. His game jot's linked below. Oh yeah, thanks mate. Thanks for the dislike. But yeah, the 25 likes. It's a fair price to pay. If you want to do the tier list yourself, they're linked below. And yeah, that's everything.
Livy suggests trying her main account, the one that she can't chat with.
Fair enough, because that did work. I'm subscribed to that account. I could just live that one. Libby Pageant Kent. Yeah, why don't I just do that anyway? I don't know why my mind thought it would be wise to switch videos. Guys, go check out Livy. This is her YouTube channel. Fuck. I just had a mind frick, yeah. There's Livy's link, and Lysander can have their Game Jolt if that's what they prefer. I'll just use what DC sent me for now. But yeah, alright boys, that really is everything. So yeah, all the support's very much appreciated. Remember to leave a like before you go, subscribe and hit the bell, and yeah, keep sharing this. The community's growing, we're over 400 subscribers now.
Can I say the outro?
Yeah, alright, you can do it, because I'm going now.
Okay.
You got, because that's how it works, guys. The desktop audio is still on the end screen, so yeah.
Okay, so 3,
yeah, support
2,
everyone.
1. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay hydrated.
That's the slip of drinking water.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm waiting for.
One more thing, guys. I'm gonna do another stream on this soon, right? Don't forget. Yeah, right. Thanks for the support. I'm going now. Stay hydrated.
Okay.
And they're out.
Okay. Hang on. Can I just say a random meme? Woo! Yeah, baby. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
That was perfect.
I am funny, people. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2.